Whoa, we're back. Hello. Holy fuck. Okay, I don't know what happened. The internet fucking dropped super hard. I went to go restart my router. Hopefully that fixes things. I don't know though. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm loading up Wario, like I said. I don't even know if I'm gonna post the last version because I don't know. It was like 30 minutes in. Who cares? I don't know. Like I said, again, a recap since I'm sorry, I'm treating this as a new beginning. Today's goal, at least for the beginning, is I am going to make a post about the fact that I am done, technically done, quote unquote, done with Perona. I have taken pictures of her in VR chat. I am opening up Warudo right now so I could take pictures of her in that so that I can post about it. And then I am going to take pictures of her in Blender and then, include that as well in my post. So yeah. And then I also talked about how this morning I tried to figure out I tried to install the VRM stuff again in a brand new Unity file. However, it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. It still was wrong. So even though I said I was going to watch a video about it to do it correctly, I didn't. But next time I will 100% do that. I'm still a bit sick, you know. I'm still a bit, I guess, my motivation is slowly coming back to me, although it's very slowly coming back. But yeah, I do apologize about that. Oof. Okay. So while we wait for Warudo to finish, okay, and then after Warudo, sorry, I just like interrupted myself. After Warudo, uh, like I showed last night, or last stream, I guess. There's a few videos I have opened up in one of my tabs that I'll probably take a look at. Oh, probably not this one actually. I need to delete that one. Um, there is a video by Southern Shoddy that goes how pros texture 3 easy methods. Um, that I'll be looking at. There is obviously, of course, the sort of tutorial from this one, or not really a tutorial, but just sort of like a time lapse of this one creator. I want to watch parts of their time lapse. Specifically, a few things. I want to see how they did their hair. They also posted a video earlier, a month ago, showing about how they make hair strands come out of like. Sorry, I think I need to like take a drink or something. My throat's not the best. Um, how to make hair strands and stuff. But yeah, I want to see how they make their hair. I already started seeing it a little bit yesterday, and the way they make their bangs is they just make like a solid sort of piece for it, and then they just alpha'd out the parts they didn't want, which was pretty crazy to me. Because at least with Perona, let me put Ward on screen. I think it finished loading up now. With Perona, I made her bangs, the little like cuts in her bangs um out of out of geometry. So I was kind of like, whoa, that's how she did her hair. That's really interesting. There's a lot of things I could learn from that, and not only her, but I need to sort of compile a bunch more. I guess sort of like either tutorials or like time lapses, like I said, of just people doing their work, seeing how people do their stuff, seeing what I could take from that and stuff like that. I need to do more of that. I don't, like I said, I don't watch VTubers. I don't watch people working in Blender. I do occasionally check up on. Oh fuck! I was trying to. I was trying to open up Google Chrome and I accidentally fucking misclicked and opened up uh Epic Games. God damn it! I'm not the best sharpshooter. Never claimed to be. Um, but yeah, I have a tab of Twitch opened up so that, I occasionally look through the Blender section. Um, we're back. I don't know what happened. What the fuck? My internet like quickly switched to like not responsive for like a split second. That was weird. I'm so sorry. There's only so much apologizing I can do before it sort of doesn't matter. Um, what was I gonna say? But yeah. So yeah, after we do this whole like posting stuff, um, we'll look at those videos. I'll see what else I could sort of think about doing. I had a lot of fun playing Colony Survival yesterday. Um, even though we didn't really do much. I don't know. It's like a very cozy, fun game to play. We'll probably play more of it later today, as long as the stream doesn't implode on itself like it seems to be doing now. Um, we'll see though. The Elden Ring DLC comes out today. For my time, which is EST, it comes out in about what? An hour and 11 minutes. I think it's at 6 p.m. And if I check on Steam, it says that the DLC will be available at, 6 from what I checked earlier today. So I don't know. Like I said, Elden Ring, I would love to play it. I can't, and especially, God, I don't know. There's so many things now piling up for reasons why I probably can't. Obviously, uh, you know, as I mentioned yesterday, streaming it plus playing it at the same time kind of makes it stutter a bit. I think for you guys, but not for me. But it's still not like the best viewing experience. Second, I would want to replay it from the beginning just because that's the way I am. Um, and for those who are watching, they probably would want to see the DLC and not just the base game. Um, and then obviously the internet shit. Oh, that's so annoying. I need to like figure out the internet stuff before I'm able to sort of go back to doing any sort of online gaming. All right, sorry, where were we? So like I said, I want to take some screenshots of Warudo, but before I'm able to before I'm able to sort of take those screenshots, I need to uh, do some. I need to do some things. So obviously I can't take a screenshot of her right now because she has like multiple outfits on. So I'm going. You guys can't see this. Should I put this on screen? I think I should. Hold on. How should I do this? I don't even know how to do this. What the fuck is this? Window capture 3. What? All right. It's really small. Oh god, now it's like, oh god, it's just like an awkward shape. Oh, I think I need to like, did that make it better? Not really. Anyway, what I'm doing is I'm gonna be editing the blueprint. Just very simply, I'm going to be adding some basic keystrokes. God. Okay, there we go. Um, all right. Toggle. I've never done this before, so I'm sort of like just giving it a try now to see what I can do. Post. Toggle. Okay, so this means if I press 1, it will remove her pre-outfit. It doesn't seem to work. Oh wait, I need to hold Alt. Okay, there we go. Alt 1. Bam! Okay, perfect. That easy. It's just that easy. Okay, so I'm gonna create a duplicate of this if I can. May you allow me, please? Okay, perfect. All right, and I'm just gonna switch this to like 2. And I'm going to disable the umbrella. So let's do that. Alt 2. Bam! Okay, perfect. I like how simple it is, though. Um, all right, so now should I change the environment? Hold on, I might need to hide this screen. I'm afraid because on that screen there is a possibility that I could accidentally leak my IP, um, specifically for the face tracking stuff, so I don't want to like do that accidentally. Source. I have Edge, Ruins, VR Room, Classroom. What's Edge? I'm loading up Edge. I'm not gonna say that. I don't know. I was gonna say something, but never mind. I shouldn't say that. What the fuck is this? It's just a room? This is so weird. It's like it's just like the room is like too realistic. I feel like it's like too detailed for her. She kind of looks a bit off. She kind of sticks out. Let's see what else I have. Hold on. These are the things that come with I can probably download some, I think, right? Warudo has like a sort of store or whatever. Not really store, but sort of like download list. You could like upload things and people can sort of use them. This is taking a while. What the fuck? Okay, this ruins. Why is there like a glass dome on here? What the hell? I was gonna say this is perfect. Actually, no, this isn't perfect. There's one more. It is VR room. Well, that one didn't take as long to load. Oh, this one's nice, I think. I'll go with this one. I think classroom just feels weird. Although, to be fair, the room also feels weird. Um, but I don't know. Anyway, time for me to take some screenshots. I'm gonna put this in full view, which I think messes up, yeah, that while I take screenshots. I'll change it back after I do. Snipper tool. I use the snipper tool to do my screenshots. It's a lot easier that way. Oh wait, can I remove the gigantic ass fucking arrows on her foot? Can I please remove that? I don't even know how the fuck to remove that. Motion capture. Let's push her back a bit, I guess. I don't know. Um, I can't get rid of this arrow. I don't know how. It won't let me. I'm just hitting buttons on my keyboard. It's fine. I'm just gonna take a screenshot. Save as. Uh. Get away from me. All right. This is going to be Perona Warudo. Oh my god, I have fucking caps locks on. Verona Warudo 101. I'm gonna take like I'm gonna take a couple screenshots because I want her holding the umbrella, and then I want her in her like post outfit as well. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh, let's get a different angle actually. Hold on. So you could actually like I was gonna say so you could actually see the umbrella, but never mind. There's also poses. Wait, hold on. I wonder if I could like no, never mind. I'm not gonna pose her. I think this is a good angle. You can see that she's holding it, although she's not like grasping it, but you know, that'll do, I guess. Save as Corona Warudo 02. All right, and now I need to go back into the Warudo blueprinting because I need to add um I need to add a toggle for her post or her pre outfit that I'll make 3. There we go. There we go. Okay. Very easy. Very, very nice. I like how easy it is, I guess. Alright, we'll take an angle from here, I think. If there isn't like what the fuck is that? Is that just like a pole? Oh, they just have a they just how weird. Um ah yes, my streaming room with the we'll have that, right? The iconic stripper pole, uh dancing pole, I guess. Um very iconic. Uh I kind of wish I could remove it because I want to get like her from this angle, but it kind of is in the way. Because I got her from this angle, and I got her from this angle. I want to get her from this angle with the poles in the way. How frustrating. Sorry. I think I'll get her from here. Save as Verona Warudo 03. Alright, so that's basically what I wanted to do in uh in Warudo. So that's great. I can now delete you, or I could exit out of you. Yes, I would like to save my changes. Thank you very much. All right, let's load back into Blender so I could take the final screenshots that I need. And then I'll post about it. And that will technically conclude the Perona saga. Obviously, like I said, I still need to figure out what's wrong with my VRM exporter. Why is it different from the one I saw in the video? Why is it unable to export the Poyomi shader? Is the video maybe old? Is that the issue? Is the issue that I'm using the wrong one? I don't really know what's going on. It is really weird. Might need to rewatch the video to see what's up. But anyway, we'll see. We'll push through. So yeah, I don't know what we're doing today. Apart from like what I just mentioned. We'll do this post. We'll watch those few videos that I mentioned. But other than that, like I said, I didn't have enough time this morning to sort of line up uh, or compile like stuff to do. So it's sort of similar to yesterday where I'm kind of just fluffing about, bumbling around like a bee. But you know, if all else fails, we could just sort of fall back um into playing a game. And that game is Colony Survival. Had a lot of fun with it. So much fun, in fact, that I was sort of tempted into playing it by myself. but I held back because I know the only reason I started it was because I was gonna play it on stream. Um, Hold on. How do I do this again? Oh fuck. Oh, there we go. That's how we do it. Okay, I kind of forgot. All right. Let me put this up on screen. Sorry. Oof. Okay. Let's take some screenshots. All right. So here we have her. I'm just gonna call this like progress 03. Because I already have some like progress images from before. I want to capture the sort of horns that the umbrella has. Save as progress 04. And then of course we have her pre-outfit, which I will not include the umbrella for. And we'll call this progress 05. There we go. All right, we're done. So let me go to my Twitter page now that we're going to post about this. Because why not? Oh yeah, I was checking news, I think around the time where what was I gonna say, sorry? Yeah, I was checking out the news there were during the time that my fucking um internet was bugging out, but you know, there was nothing really to talk about, TBH. New stuff coming soon in Warudo. This is posted 1 hour ago. What is coming soon? What? Character folders. You could have multiple characters. Oh, that's so smart. Wow. Sorry, this sounded maybe sarcastic. I actually thought, I genuinely mean that's a good thing. Right, sorry. Okay. Oh shit. I'm gonna write my posts on screen because, a little bit of bonding. Yeah. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me put it up on screen. Window capture. This one. Here we are. Okay. Oh, I could change my pin post. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. Um. Okay. Sorry. I guess. Lol. Um. All right. Let's start the post. I'm gonna model it, I guess, sort of similar to how I modeled the Medusa post. So I'll be using a lot of hashtags to sort of get as many eyes as I can on it because I'm done. This is like I don't really like, I guess, post on hashtags and stuff usually because You know, I feel like that gets annoying. Um, but when I'm done, I feel like I should be allowed to use a shit ton of hashtags to get the most eyes on it as possible. So let's do it. So let's start off with that first, I think, because otherwise I forget. Hashtag Blender. Hashtag B3D. I think B3D means blended 3D. Hashtag One Piece. Because she is from One Piece. Oh, not that. Just like One Piece in general. One packed fan art. Why can't it just let me pick One Piece? Why do I have to pick a chapter? Oh, wait, here we go. Bruh. Hashtag, I don't know, Corona. Alright, perfect. That's basically it. Okay. Uh, okay, I think I'm just gonna copy what I wrote down there, because I'm devoid of an original thought. Whoops. You see, I do that sometimes. I accidentally capitalize the second letter. I guess I hold shift for way too long by accident. Okay, from one piece. I think I spelled piece wrong. I wait, I literally have it like spelled right there. I'm such a dummy. Uh, it makes it sound like a bot though if I make it like 1-to-1. Uh, being on or and I'm gonna embarrassing amount of time is finally done. Why is Grammarly telling me to fuck off? Fuck off, Grammarly. You're supposed to fix my spelling mistakes, not tell me that I'm dumb. Um, she has her pre and post time skip outfit shape keys and is rigged. Bam. Okay, and then I'm gonna sub post or subtweet, whatever it's called. Um, I have uploaded her to VR chat. She has a few facial. I probably, yeah, 100% spelled that wrong. Facial expressions, and you are able to toggle the between the two between the post pre and post time skip. Oh wait, I need to go to pictures, I think. I'm not I could hashtag Warudo on my next post because I figured out that Warudo will like anything that is tagged with them. Like I've seen because when I posted Medusa, obviously I mentioned the fact that I had posted her in Warudo, and I was like, whoa, I can't believe I got liked, but by the Warudo. And then I figured out that I'm pretty sure they just like anyone who just uses their hashtag, which kind of maybe go, aw, okay, never mind. They're probably very nice people. I don't know why I'm saying this, but what else? Okay, this is technically a lie. I also have her as a DRM. That's a lie because technically I don't. I still need to fix that. Uh, and as a Warudo file. Took me a bit longer to get these. Well, I spelled that totally wrong. Took me a bit longer to get these CAUSC because I tried to make an AR kit uh, for her, and it was my first time. Oh, I fucking wrote because twice. That's a dumbass. Um, I need to reread everything just in case, because there's definitely probably mistakes there. What is it? It took me a bit longer to get these because I tried to make an AR kit for her. It was my first time. And it was my first time. Oh, definitely spelled that wrong 100%. Um, be making more moving forward as practice. Fuck. All right. The model of Corona. I want to see like what kind of mistakes this is telling me. From One Piece that I've been working on for an embarrassing amount of time is finally done. She has her pre and post time skip outfits, shape keys, and is rigged. I don't know why he wants me to say and then and again. That's weird. I uploaded her to VRChat. She has a few facial expressions, and you are able to toggle between the pre and post time skip outfits, and you can toggle her umbrella on and off. I also have her as a VRM as a Warudo file. It took me a bit longer to get these because I tried to make an AR kit for her, and it was my first time. I'll definitely be making more moving forward as I practice. All right, I need to get the Warudo ones. overall, I don't know why I'm writing this like as if this is like a school assignment, and this is like my conclusion or something. I don't know why I feel that way. It's very weird. Overall, I had a lot of fun making her, and I think he turned out really good. Going to take some time to practice some areas I really lack lack at, like texture and making hair. Excited to work on the next character. Spelled that wrong 100%. I'm a whoever that may be. Perfect. Overall, hello from here, and I think she turned out really, really good. I take some time to practice areas I really lack at, like texturing and making hair, but I'm excited to work on the next character, whoever that may be. Bam! Fantastic. That's a triple A 5-star post. Post. And yep, I'm gonna pin it. Pin. Medusa has been pushed back. What bam? I'm done. I'm so happy. What is this? Shadow of the Earth Tree. Oh my goodness. Yo, oh wait, there's actually a trailer, I think, or something. Cause I saw this trailer this morning on my For You page, and this is exactly what I thought about. This character here in the new Elden Ring DLC with the, I believe, ice and fire sword reminded me of the Black Ops 3. I was about to say Black Ops 3. The Dark Souls 3 boss, Pontiff Sullivan. Because I really struggled with him twice. Because I remember playing it once, and this is like where my bottleneck was. And then I played it again, and this is where my bottleneck was again. Um, it is weird that he's like back in a weird way. Whoa, look at that fan art. Wow, 10 out of 10, of course. Uh, yeah, in the new patch you could write torrent. I mean, I didn't even reach this part of the of the game, but cool, I guess. What the fuck is this? The game's not out yet. I think it's still like another 30 minutes, 39 minutes. Um, but you could see the excitement as it gets closer. I think in some areas it already probably came out. But for me it comes out in like 30 minutes. I haven't even bought it. Like I said, I don't even know if I can play it. Just because of the internet issues. It's so annoying. Uh, gatekeeping. Really cool stuff though. Anyway, sorry. Let me. We're done with this. It feels so nice to just post it. I wanted to post it like a few days ago, but I was so sick I had no motivation for it. But now I have posted it. It is out there in the world. Hopefully people look at it. I guess. Please. Ooh, please, ooh, please. I mean, I'm still very much in practice. Oof. All right. So let us, now that we're done with that, let's go back to our regularly scheduled programming, which was, what is it? This is not it. Um, yeah, we're gonna watch that video by Southern Shoddy, 15-minute video called How Pros Texture 3 Easy Methods Blender 3D. Um, I trust this guy because I think he made like a short film recently. Uh, his videos seem really cool. I think I followed some of his videos before because he went over, I believe, like a sort of fuzzy shader or something like that. Yeah, realistic fabric material. But anyway, we're gonna watch it. Because he probably has some good insight on how to become better at texturing. Because at the moment, TBH, not the best. Um, hold on 1 second. I need to blow my nose. All right, sorry. Whoa, I'm back. Didn't expect that to take so long. Okay. Um, never mind. Okay, I was gonna say sorry. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay, let me bring up the video. Wait, is that it? No, it isn't. Hold on. Yeah, no, it isn't. Wait, what? There we go. That one. All right, we're gonna watch this. I need more insight on how to texture good. Probably like a shit ton of texturing videos. I don't know why this was the only one I could find, or at least the only one I wrote down. I think I was still in the process of sort of looking for videos, and at some point I sort of stopped. I forgot why. Anyway, let's see what he has to say. See if we can pick up any good tips and tricks. I don't know. We'll see. Let us take a look, or let me take a look, or I guess us, since I'm putting up on screen, and you guys can listen to it with me.
To learn Blender, you go to hit render on your scene, you want it to look like this, but instead it ends up looking more like this. There are multiple factors here, but one of the things you need to be doing is texturing like a professional. So what does that mean? Well, let's take a look at how professionals texture and then how we can do that in Blender. Let's look at 3 methods. Method number 1 is going about creating custom shaders and custom tools to assist you in your pipeline. This is something that large studios do, like in the Spider-Verse. However, this is obviously not an option for us individual artists, so let's look at some other options that we may be able to use.
Yeah,
Next up,
yeah.
method number 2 is hand painting everything. Now, this is something that you'll see in large budget games such as World of Warcraft, where they will hand paint all of the textures. It gives it a cool, stylized, very timeless look. However, yet again, unless you're doing a smaller scene, this may not be the best option for an individual artist. So enter method
Kind of
number
cooked.
3, which we'll be using as our solution. And this comes courtesy of game dev studios popularizing this method over the last few years. And it comes with things in terms of generators and automatic maps. So what does that mean? It means that the texturing software takes into account things like edges, materials, normals, and inclusion, and can use all of those to mix things into the roughness map, into the base color, and really add story to your texture. Well, adding story to your texture is a large role in what differentiates a good texture from a bad texture. So
True.
how do we get this inside of Blender? Well, the good news is that apparently it's in development at Blender to add more of these within the material tree. But you probably clicked this video because you want a solution now. So
True.
let's look at three main types of
I was
generators
like,
that occur in
this was posted like, well, this was posted last year. So yeah, I feel like a lot of these tools may already be in Blender. I don't know. But anyway, sorry.
Substance Painter that for the most part can get us most of these results in Blender, and we're going to look at how to create each of those generators. And for those of you who stick around to the end of the video, I'll also be showing you where you can get some free materials and resources to help you do this stuff a bit easier. But for now, let's dive into method one. So method number one, when using a tool like Substance Painter with generative add-ons, it will take into account of some of the add-ons. So for example, in this bug, I wanted the bottom to be more rough than the top in terms of color. If we go ahead and look at the mask that has been generated here, you can see that we're getting that gradation from the bottom to the top. This is going to be the simplest of the three, so let's dive into Blender and look at how we can recreate this. This makes for a great example for a positional generative map, because if this was a real life bottle, there would likely be dust and other grunge kind of collected down here where it is harder to clean. So let's look at how we can go about doing that. Let's go ahead, hit Shift A here, and we'll add a gradient texture. I'm going to leave this to linear, and I have Node Wrangler nabs on, so if I hit Control T, that will go ahead and add a generated.
Oh, sorry. I thought something was crawling on me. Let's try this. Okay, I'm gonna load up a. Hold on. Should I load up a new version of Blender? Hold on. I do have a folder containing the sort of texturing stuff. I have one for the UCU paint, or however that guy called it. He called it like YouTube paint or something like that. Let's start with the brand new. I'm just gonna put in like a fucking cylinder. That's technically what it looks like on his end. It just looks like a cylinder. He's sort of inside of not the inside, sorry, the shape of the what's it called? Why am I blanking so hard? Yeah, and like I talked about yesterday, UCU Painter seems really cool. My only issue with it is that I don't see any of these sort of big shot um content creators who do Blender, as they're living. I don't see any of them using it. And so that's my only gripe with it, is that if I saw more people using it, that would sort of give me a bit more, I guess, like solidity. If that makes sense. I don't even know if that's the right word to use. It would solidify, I guess, my use of it. But because I don't see anyone using it, it makes me sort of think that maybe it's like not the best tool, or maybe it's like too much for what people like need. I don't really know. Sorry, what are they doing? Gradient texture. Wait, what? Wait, don't I have Node Wrangler installed? Wait, why? Wait, what the fuck? I just opened up my graphics card fucking settings. Don't I have Node Wrangler installed? Wait, what was the keybind again for Node Wrangler? He said it briefly.
And I have Node Wrangler nabs on, so if I hit Control T, that will
Oh, Control T. Wait, was I pressing Control T? I wasn't. Okay, never mind. I thought I was. My bad.
go ahead and add a generated coordinate. Let's go ahead, drag this color off here, plug this into a color ramp with a factor, and then I'm going to hit Control Shift T so I can see what I'm doing. I see that my gradient's coming from the wrong direction and it's a bit harsh. So I'm going to go ahead, rotate the Y 90 degrees, and then I'm going to hit Control Shift T so I can see what I'm doing.
Control Shift T doesn't do anything. For me, at least.
Color ramp with a factor, and then I'm going to hit Control Shift T so I can see what I'm doing. I see that my gradient's coming from the wrong direction and it's a bit harsh. So I'm going to go ahead, rotate the Y 90 degrees, and
Oh, all I have to do is Control Shift and then click on it, and then it works. But mine is coming from the right direction. How peculiar. Seems like I win. Seems like I'm the victor in this scenario. +1 to me, -1 to you.
And then I'm going to take this linear here and set this to
Oh wait, is the wait? He has the white up top.
B-spline and get us a more gradual fall off.
Oh, I think I'm at maybe it didn't win. Never mind. Hold on. Oh wait, what? Oh wait, hold on. Let me change this to where is it? I don't know why it's always set to millimeters and not meters. I always have to change it back to meters. Okay, wait. He sent beach spline.
Perfect. That's about how much grunge I kind of want to ride up the edge of the bottle here. But if we go ahead and switch back to render view and we plug this into our roughness and our transmission roughness, you can see that it's just giving us kind of a frosted glass fall off. And that's why oftentimes whenever you're using a generative map, it's a good idea to introduce textures or grunge textures into it. This is actually something that Substance does automatically on all of its additive generators. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a grunge map I have up here. I'll give you a free one at the end of the video, but for now, let's just kind of walk through this process.
Is it like here or something? Skillshare. Vendor market. Is it here? Craft the asset pack. Oh yeah. Tried a few of the free assets for free. Sorry. Hmm. Alright, then, sorry. Whoops. Let's just continue watching then, even if I can't follow 100%. But yeah, going off of what you said in the beginning, three ways of doing it. One of the ways is hand painting, which I'm kind of okay. He said like that's not the best if you want to do like a big project, but I'm kind of okay with that. I'm kind of okay with hand painting, even though like it'd probably be like very time consuming. But that's what people do already, I believe. Like most of like what I've seen when it comes to like speed blends and stuff, when people are making like VTuber models and stuff, most of it's I think hand painted. Um, that's why I'm leaning towards that. And then the other one he said was making specific tools um for you know whatever project you're working on, and I'm kind of okay with that too. It does seem very interesting. Anyway, let's keep watching.
We're going to go ahead, add a mix factor here, and we're going to go down here to mix color. Great. We'll leave that plugged into the top. We'll plug this into the bottom. We need to make sure that our grunge map has some generated coordinates, so we'll plug that into the vector. And let's go ahead and see what we have. You can see that right now we're not able to see much with this kind of color drop down. So let's go ahead, change this to multiply. And now you can see that our texture is coming through. And if we turn this up, you can see that we're starting to get a bit more interest there. You can also play ahead with these object coordinates if you want, but I'm going to leave mine ungenerated for now. Perfect. Let's switch back to this view. And we'll go ahead and plug this into the roughness value. And then we'll also go ahead and plug this into the transmission roughness. And you can see that now we're starting to get some results. You can also go ahead and add additional color ramps to help control how much it affects these various areas. So by grabbing this one and lowering the white value, you can see that it is not affecting it as much. And I start to get a more kind of natural fall off. Now, another thing you can do is go ahead and add kind of grunge maps over on top of everything. This is also something that I like to do. So generally what I'll do is I'll go ahead, add a generative layer or an automatically generated layer, and then I'll go ahead and add a texture on top of everything. So let's see what that looks like. Let's go ahead and add this right here. We'll take this node over. And what we're going to do is
Mhm.
plug this into the top layer there. We'll plug this into the bottom layer. We'll go ahead and add this right here. Let's see what this grunge map looks like. We can see that this is kind of giving us some scratches overall, which could help add to the realism. So let's go ahead and look at how this is mixing. You can see right now we're not seeing much with the multiply, and that's because in this case, we want to set this to screen. Now, if you don't know, screen will basically filter out all the black in your image and put it B on top of A. Multiply will take all the black of the image and keep it and put it on B to A. So let's go ahead and plug this back into the roughness here. And we'll plug this into the transmission roughness. Look at our final render, and you can see that now we're starting to get a more realistic glass. Now, one thing you can also do is sometimes take these, plug it into a bump node, set this into the height, and plug this into the normal. And this can also help
Wow.
add some realism at a much smaller number. So let's go ahead, do
It's
0.015.
huge
And you
branching.
can see that now we're starting to get some indentations in there. So by using this kind of gradient to drive our position, you can end up adding a lot of realism. Another great example of how to use this would be if you used moss growing up from the bottom of a tree, dust growing on the bottom of a dresser, or you can imagine some other scenarios as well. Next up, let's take a look at how we can use things like ambient inclusion and kind of curvature data in order to kind of
I love
better
ambient
create
included.
a more realistic texture. So here you can see that I am using that to go ahead and insert some of those colors into the cracks here. You can see some of the generative ones I have here that are kind of detecting the cracks and inserting kind of that colored pattern there. If I go ahead and switch over here and turn that on and off, you can see how big of a difference that is making. Let's look at how we can achieve this in Blender. Okay, great. So for this example, we're going to be using this really detailed alligator skull. So let's go ahead and drag a material on it and look at how we can get some of that cavity information out of it. So I'm going to go ahead here, switch to rendered view, and let's say that we want to make this look like it's kind of a painted wood sculpture. So we'll go ahead here, switch this over to generated, and you can see that that's looking good. We got kind of our painted wooden alligator. Now let's add some paint wear based off of the cavity information. So it's actually quite simple. What you want to do is you want to grab your object, hold tab, and switch over to vertex paint mode. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come up here to paint, and you're going to come down here to dirty vertex colors. Click that. Depending on the complexity of your geometry, it may
30.
take a while to load, but once it is done loading, you will see that option appear down here. And then once that's there, you can go ahead, click that up, and begin adjusting the parameters. Here, what I really want to do is have just only the dirt visible. So by clicking dirt only, what it will do is kind of get rid of this wash across the whole thing and show me just the dirt. Great. And now I have that information. You can see how that's kind of appearing in the cracks. And where that is saved is actually over here under your mesh data in the attributes tab. You can see we have that down here. So we'll go ahead and call upon that in our shader. So let's switch back over to object mode, and I'm going to switch into rendered view so that I can see what I am doing better. And then I'm going to go ahead and just grab another material in the scene. I want to go ahead and do kind of wood and rough appearing underneath there. I'm just going to go ahead, drag that in there so I can quickly access it. Go ahead here. I'm going to search for wood, rough. I'm also going to generate this mapping here and plug this in just to see what this is looking like. Great. I'm going to go ahead and pick a brighter wood there so that it stands out a bit more. Perfect. Now what I want to do is mix these two things based on that crevice data that I have. So we can call upon that in here with the attribute. So we'll go ahead, search, look for color attribute, click that, and you should click here and you'll see that attribute appear. And you can name that whatever you want in that mesh data. I'm just going to go ahead and leave that for default now. But let's go ahead and look at what this color data is
Hmm.
showing. You can show that we're starting to get kind of
Yeah, attributes are one thing that I should know more about. There's definitely, I feel like there's a lot of secrets in the shader editor. And not really, like, I guess not really secrets because it's available to anyone. But there's like a lot of tips and tricks, little things you could do to sort of finagle cool looking designs, cool looking things that I should definitely look more into. There's just so much. I just don't know.
have all this data in here. And let's go ahead and add a color ramp to this. And we can even crush this a bit and make that a bit more prominent. Perfect. So now you can see that where all those cracks are, we're starting to get a bit more black. Perfect.
Wow.
Now what we want to do is go ahead and use a mix shader between these two. And then we will go ahead and plug this data into the factor here. And you can see that where all those cracks are, we're actually starting to get wear and tear away, where the paint is kind of chipping away as it kind of gets weathered over time. We can go ahead and increase that if we want a bit. And then like before, we can actually go ahead and also just add some kind of various grunge on there as well to further kind of assist the effect. So just as a quick example here, you can see that I've taken a grunge map, plugged it into a color ramp, multiplied it over there, and you can see that now it's adding kind of additional wear and tear and peeling to our object. So that's one way you can go about accessing crevice data as well. Another way, although not as accurate, it will load quicker and be a bit simpler to implement, is you can actually use the ambient inclusion node. So if we go ahead and see what our ambient inclusion is doing, you can see that it is naturally kind of getting all of those crevices.
Ambient occlusion. And see what kind of ambient occlusion this cylinder has. Okay, I don't know why I don't know what else I expected, honestly. I don't know, I'm trying to mimic a sort of dent here. Alright, never mind. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Crevices. So we can go ahead, take that ambient inclusion color, drag a color ramp on it, crush that down, and you can see that it gives us a very similar result, though a bit speedier and a little less accurate. So we go ahead, plug this into the factor, and plug that in there. And you can see now that is also giving us kind of some wear and tear and even getting in things here, like on the armpit, where it would kind of naturally wear off over time from friction. Now, lastly, let's take a look at edge detection. This is kind of like the cavity detection, except this is more along sharp edges of the object. So if I go ahead here and click this, you can see that wherever there is a harsh edge, that the paint is kind of worn off. So this edge detection is actually pretty simple to get in Blender. So let's take a look at that. So here I have downloaded this mech file, and we're going to be looking at how we can go ahead and add some edge wear here to wear off the paint and reveal the metal underneath. Now there are two ways you can go about achieving this. Let's go ahead, get rid of this so we can view this on our model directly. So first is if you pull up the geometry node, and you go ahead and take the pointiness value here and plug this into a color ramp factor, you can go ahead and plug this directly in, and you'll be able to see that we're starting to get some of those edges based on kind of the pointiness there of the geometry. So this is one way you can go about doing it. Another way, and a more common
That's cool.
method, is using the bevel node. So if we'll go ahead, grab the bevel node here, We'll plug this into a color ramp factor and plug that into here. You can see that we don't really get that great of data at first because it's kind of smeared all over the object and around the corner. So let's go ahead and refine this a bit. We'll go ahead here and we'll add a vector math, plug that in here and change this to a dot product. And then what we're going to do is add another geometry node. And this time we're going to feed in the normals to the vectors and plug that into the factor. And now you can see that we get a much more refined option
Oh,
there.
that's nice.
And this gets us kind of a much tighter node there. And then we can control the radius here. And I'm going to go ahead and set mine to something like 0.25. And you can see how that's starting to kind of get us some basic edge detection there. Perfect. Then what we can do is go ahead, and if we want to grunge that up, you can technically plug it into the radius, but you can also go ahead and plug it in on a color mix node as well. So let's go ahead here, add a color node. Plug this into the top here and plug this into the bottom and see what this looks like. You can see now we're starting to get that color all over. So we can go ahead here, use this color as a factor and go ahead and switch these. And now you can see that we're only getting that data there on the bottom there. You can see that we're getting some stretch coordinates. So you can go ahead and plug a generated coordinates in there, and that'll help get you a bit better results. And you can go ahead and crush that a bit more and get a few more of those edges. Perfect. Then what we can do is we can go ahead and plug this into a mix shader. So if I go ahead and search here, I have a metal rusted. So I'll go ahead and use this as well. Plug this into the mapping node there. We'll go ahead, plug this into a mix shader. And then we can go ahead and plug our edge detect node in here and then plug this in for our final result here. You can see how we're starting to get a lot of wear and tear on the edges there. And of course, you can go ahead and play with a bit better UV mapping and kind of crushing this a bit more or expanding the radius if you like as well to further move out around there. And you can see how much this adds here by kind of adding that edge wear and tear. Now, of course, the best way to do this is to mix all of these methods with additional grunge maps to create a more lifelike texture that tells a story. So for example, you could add dirt to the bottom of the feet using the gradient texture. You could add some dust into the cavities using the cavity map, and then you could use the edge wear to kind of show the paint wearing off, and then add a kind of just general grunge map on top of everything. Now, if you'd like to learn more about textures, I recommend checking out this video I have here on Disney textures and kind of the secrets in breaking down a PBR texture. Definitely check that out if you want to learn more. And as I said, I have some free materials. I just added a new free material to my sample pack for Crafty Asset Pack, which you can find in the description.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, there's definitely I definitely need to look more
Learn
into
Blender 3D for
into the shader All right, we're back. What was I saying? Yeah, I mean, there's always like I think I was talking about the, you know, at the moment, the most important thing is, for me at least, is being able to keep on reconnecting and deconnecting, and every time I think we'll be fine, it goes back to deconnecting. Anyway, we're back apparently. Hello, we're back. Hello. I'm sure it's gonna deconnect or disconnect again. So I don't know if I should like start talking. Um, Seems fine. Fingers crossed. What's it saying? Anyway, like I was saying, sorry. Today just seems like a really bad day to stream. I don't know what's going on with my internet today. Like I said, even before I started today, it was giving me issues. And now, while I'm streaming, it's still giving me issues. It really sucks. Nothing I can do about it, sadly. Why are you doing this to me, Blender? Or not Blender, sorry, Internet. Why are you so mean to me? Alright. Before it drops again, I'm just gonna say, if it keeps on dropping, I'm probably gonna end it for today. I don't know what's going on. Why it's being so difficult. Usually this sort of thing happens um when there's a lot of people in the house using the internet, but it's only me and maybe like one other person. So it's kind of like I don't understand why it's dropping so much. It's very odd, very peculiar. I'm gonna chalk it up to the warm weather and that somehow it's frying the internet. I don't know. It is very hot out there. Although, is it fine now? Question mark. Fuck. I feel like I'm gonna jinx myself. Anyway, like I was saying, sorry, but like I said, just in general, if it keeps on doing this, I will sort of just call it a day. But like I was saying, yeah, the main goal is that hopefully anything that I do in Blender gets transferred over to Unity. Um, and that's also like a bit of an issue with procedural materials is that when it comes to like baking them into uh, a sort of texture image, it's hard to sort of get the desired effect you want. But I also do in the future want to just make characters that sort of, for the most part, only reside in Blender because not everything that I make has to immediately go to like VR chat or like become a sort of VTuber model. Sometimes I'll just make things for like little animations and stuff in the future, I suspect, that obviously have no business being like a VTuber thing or a VR chat stuff. And at that point I could sort of just use everything that Blender has to offer, not worry about whether or not it'll transfer over to Unity or anything like that. So yeah, it's sort of like a balancing act of like, I want to learn stuff that I can transfer over, but I'm also wanting to learn stuff that doesn't transfer over because I still feel like that's very interesting to me. So like a lot of the geometry node stuff, I'm pretty sure doesn't transfer over, but I still would like to learn it because a lot of the geometry stuff that I've seen is really cool in general. and uh, you know, even if I can't transfer a character that uses geometry nodes into Unity, I think if I just have them in Blender, I think I'd be fine with it. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say, really. Sadly, my internet kept on crashing every time I tried to express that sentiment. But anyway, yeah, so I was scrolling through his other videos. Um, I wonder, when does Blender 4.2 come out? I genuinely don't know. All right. So yeah, the other thing I had obviously is here. This person has a 6 part, and I believe it's going to expand more because I'm not sure if they're going to show the tutorial on how they sort of moved it onto, VR chat and stuff. Did they move it into VR chat? I don't know. Sorry, I'm a bit intrigued by this video here, or from what this little clip here, because like I said earlier today, when she made the bangs, the way she made them was she alphaed out the areas instead of doing it with like, unless she like retopologized it, which could have been a thing. I don't know. I don't know if this is like something that I should watch on stream because some of these videos are very long. This is like 30 minutes. This is like 42 minutes long. It's just I watched most of it, but I didn't 100%. 100% I did not. Um, yeah, I could learn a lot, especially from the rigging section, because they basically just use the sort of default rig that comes with Rigify, but I probably shouldn't use that rig when it comes to moving things into like VR chat or stuff like that, because it has like a few bones that maybe aren't useful. The fact that the shoulder bones aren't like connected maybe might be the issue. As you can see, the bones aren't connected. I delete a lot of the face bones because I don't use them. Um, the thigh bones, like the leg bones to like the sort of like pelvis bone, the root bone, aren't aligned, which VR chat yells at you for that. So it has to be more like this. And then like all this together has to be aligned as well. It's kind of weird. I don't, yeah. Oh god, no, I don't want to save this. It's weird. I don't know. Okay, sorry. I'm just so surprised that my internet's working again. It's so weird how like rubber bands between like working and not working. It's very annoying. Anyway, apparently, now that it is 6 o'clock, Elden Ring should be out, or the DLC should be out. If I go to the DLC section and I go to the DLC, it says coming soon. The item is not available yet. Apparently, it's still not available. Maybe I was wrong. Um, it did say 6, I believe, from like the news tab where it said like, oh, it comes out at 6. Yeah, PC 6 p.m. EDT. So technically it should be out by now. Maybe it just says it's not out yet because, it's like it's taking a moment or whatever. Wait, wasn't it $40? Oh, I had it in my cart and now it's saying it's unavailable in your country. Purchases what the fuck? Sorry, I went to the store. Something must be wrong because I checked it out earlier and it said it was $40. Now it's saying it's $50. No, here we go. It is 40. It says 40 here. I don't know what's going on. This one doesn't say it's coming out soon. That's so odd. Wait, this is Shadow of the Earth Tree, and this is Shadow of the Earth Tree premium bundle, so it's an extra $10. Okay, but this one hasn't come out yet. But this one says it has. I don't know what's going on. There's so many like different bundles or whatever. Okay, yeah. So there's a premium bundle. I don't know what the fuck that does. I don't know the difference. Anyway, the game apparently is out right now, so I don't know. To those who have bought it, good luck with you and live on like EST times. Nice job. Good luck to you. Hope you enjoyed the DLC. Um, but yeah, I guess let's just quickly scan through the first episode. I'll definitely. What is this? We're using body asset I made for. Okay, whatever. I definitely. I think I might watch these like by myself. I feel like it'd be too boring. I don't know. That's the issue. Is that during this time, now that I'm done with a character, and I take some time to sort of try to learn some new things. But the issue with that is learning new things is very boring and very slow and not very exciting. I mean, then again, I don't stream to sort of be very exciting or anything like that. The whole purpose of me streaming is to sort of get me to work, um, give me an incentive to like get on every day. Um, but yeah, because these are like 30-minute videos, and if I were to like actually stream these, first of all, it probably wouldn't be the best thing to do because I feel like that'd be a bit mean. To just like stream someone else's content and just basically sit here and not say anything. Um, but at the same time, like she's modeling her face. That is crazy. I don't even do that. Oh, she looks like an alien. Um, Damn, the fact that she's modeling her face is actually crazy to me. The good thing is the video is kind of like sped run, and I could speed run even faster if I wanted to. Oh, now she's like retopologing, I see. That is one wild looking face, though. I assume she's gonna like edit it once she's like done retopologizing. No offense to her sculpting skills. But yeah, there's a lot of tricks when it comes to sort of like anything I do in Blender that I don't use, like using triangles to add like more loops to like specific areas like the nose and stuff. I don't really use that too much. I try to stick with quads mostly, which, people say like I should stick with quads. But using triangles sometimes isn't the worst thing either. It is very interesting seeing the way she does her face though. Or how she does faces in general. Because the face she ends up with is really nice looking. So I wonder what she like does from like here on. I guess that's why I'm watching. I don't even know how fast it's sped up by. You like it's crazy because this is like multiple like 30-minute to 40-minute videos, and they're sped up. Who knows how long this took this person? Probably not 2 months. um, for sure. And yeah, and then they do that thing with in the forehead where they group points together into like triangles or something. to sort of reduce the poly count. Oh yeah, but okay, I was about to say, I assume she like discarded her sculpted face and is now sort of just sculpting this new retopologized face. I guess not yet until she's done with the mouth. It seems like there was a few mistakes with the mouth. She has to like redo the whole or whatever's going on with the mouth stuff. Yeah, because look how many points are in her mouth compared to like how many points Perona had. Yeah, they're the triangles to make the back of the head. Because at the back of the head, you don't. The back of the head is going to be mainly hair. You don't really need that much detail to it. So you start to sort of like reduce that. But then again, like my head, it has no top of the head. I use a scalp for that, and then yeah. In general, my heads are always pretty low poly. But I do that for for VR chat reasons. Otherwise, it gets angry at you. Um, if I were to just keep it inside of Blender, then I'd just apply a level or two of subdivision and it'd still look fine. So yeah, a lot of sculpting of the actual face, getting it to look as close as possible to well, I guess she's done with the face now because now she's doing the eyebrows and stuff. Eyebrows? Eyelashes. The art of making eyelashes is always very cool. You'd be surprised how stuff like eyelashes and eyebrows and just like adding more detail to the face, those external details really make your characters look like they're supposed to. I think it was I think it was Medusa or maybe it was Regulus where I was just so unhappy with the way their face looked because I thought they looked so bad. And then I added eyelashes and stuff, and I was generally a lot happier with it. You don't realize though, I guess. Oh, that's cool. That was a cool way of making the eyebrows. It just cut it out. This is what I mean though. Just like watching this is like such a good way to like pick up skills or pick up like how someone does something. Sorry. Okay, I don't mean to sit here and watch this whole entire 30-minute video, but I do wanna. How much more is it covered here? She does paint the face. Oh, she paints the eyes too, but I think those are just like basic eye colors. I don't think that's exactly what. Oh, look at the hair. Wait, she like is pretty much done with the hair already. It's kind of crazy. Making the hair. She does a basic shirt, a basic skirt. Oh, then she colors in the eyes professionally. Oh, that's a hat. I was like, that's a big piece of hair. Masterful texturing work. The body that most of the things aren't even done yet, and the face already looks like professionally made. It's crazy. Look at the texturing on the ear. Fuck, dude. I can't help but gush at just like the expertise of someone working like this. It's so good. One can only hope that I could get to that level. It's gonna take a lot of work. I think she's just using basic colors now, but I think she's gonna go in and actually do some texturing later once she you know, uh UV unwraps everything. Yeah, but facial stuff like eyebrows, eyelashes, stuff like hair really does make a character look right. Because otherwise they don't look right at all. They just look weird. But yeah, adding all these like details, especially like the eyes, also helps a lot. It makes your characters look a lot better. Oh, look! Wait, what the fuck did she do there? Whoops! What the fuck did I just do? I think I just unmuted it. Oh wait, no, she's just she's just vertex colored. Okay, yeah, never mind. I thought she did something like way cooler. I'm just being dumb. Sorry. I'm sick. No, I can't keep on using that excuse. Using ear asset. This is what I mean. Also, you could just reuse assets at some point. Just like rip them off. Because TBH, honestly, I think was it Medusa? Yeah, it was Medusa. I just used a foot asset because God. I also kind of want to do that with hands too because hands are so annoying sometimes. But just like rip an asset from like a previous character that you made and just attach it to this one. Um, it's a lot better, I think. A lot easier also. Maybe not better, but it's definitely a lot easier. What's she making now? Oh, she's making the horns. I also have, I think, a bit of an obsession with like making sure that every part of a character is like connected to it. So like with these horns, I think I would try to sort of make them a part of the head and sort of connect them. But I think she's just going to just stick them on. Same with the hair. The hair, I have an obsession with making the hair like an entire part. When I should probably I should probably be fine with just like making the hair like 100 different parts. That's what I've seen people do. But decide to make the ear from scratch. Well, fair enough. She forgot. I forgot. Yeah, same with the ear. The fact that the ear isn't connected to the head at all is wild to me because for me, I end up always making the ear attached to the head. Okay, yeah, like I said, I don't plan on watching all of this, but I do want to sort of just see what else she pulls out. They believe this is the bangs, right? Oh yeah, the bangs are pretty important because they have to go through. The horns and bangs are pretty important because um, they like bump into each other. Yeah, hair in general is just very difficult for me. Using curves and stuff is so annoying as well for me. I'm not the best at it. People like this make it seem so easy. Look at the way they're making it. That already looks like way better than anything I've ever made. Um, it's kind of crazy. What is she making this shirt now? I assume she's making this shirt now. Oh, there she makes the hat. But yeah, and then over here she, cause oh wait, sorry, not to sort of bounce back and forth. Here she made the back of the hair. Oh, she made the tail also. What the hell? Just like a gigantic blob. And then at this point, she makes the back of the hair a bunch of like strands. And I think I did this with Regulus. I had trouble just sort of like making it look good. I felt like it all looked too samey, and it was difficult to sort of make it look like it had actual volume to it. Um, Although, yeah, she's using the blob that she made before as a sort of reference for how the hair should be shaped, which actually, that's such a good idea. Mm, okay, then she duplicates it and brings it down. That's such a good idea as well. See, the hair already looks perfect. The hair already looks super fucking good. Um, I wonder which I need to look back to see what shape she used for the hair. Obviously, like for each character might be different, but the way the hair looks for this is insanely good already. Um, I guess my issue is that I like, yeah, when you're doing things in 3D, you have to kind of do things a bit differently than how they look like in 2D. Because obviously in 2D, as you can see, the hair here is very like kind of like how she had it at the beginning, which is like a really big connected piece. And in 3D, it's like multiple different hair pieces. Um, and that's sort of the thing that I had trouble with. I think with Regulus as well as like I didn't like the fact that like her hair was made out of like a hundred different pieces, when in the art style it all looked like a chunk of hair. But I guess it's just how things are, and I just have to like deal with it, I guess, or whatever. Let me blow my nose. Hold on. Okay, we're at the 15-minute mark. I think that's what I said I was gonna stop it in my head, at least. Um, but like I said, oh god, I kind of want to skip into the sort of texturing section because look, the way she textures her head and the ears and the horn, and yeah, and the way she uses like an alpha to sort of create the hair like the bang cuts. It's all very cool, very interesting to say the least. Anyway, like I said, I think I should continue watching this on my own so that I don't spend my time here. I mean, I guess I am sort of providing commentary because the video doesn't have commentary itself. Um, but I'm basically just me gushing over their skills, and there's a very big difference from just looking at someone do something and actually doing it yourself. Oh wait, am I bleeding from my nose? Oh, I am. Oh, all right. Okay. I think I might call it there for the blender section. Hopefully, now that my sickness is sort of going away now, I'll be able to sort of, like I said I was going to do today, compile a list of things that I can actually watch and things that I can actually do. I do want to test out some of the add-ons that we got gifted for the 10-year anniversary of Blender in the Blender Mart. I might do that as well. I need to find some videos for that, especially like retopology, retro, whatever it was called. The retopology add-on. That one's pretty good, and then obviously the Auto Rig Pro. I think that's what it was called. Getting a video for that as well. But yeah. So I think now we're gonna swap over to some light gaming, playing some more Colony Survival. And yeah, we'll see. Yeah, like I said, a lot of the learning process is very boring. Um, I feel like a lot of it I would have to do like off stream, but at the same time, I don't know. Then what am I gonna do on stream, sort of thing, you know? That's sort of what I'm thinking. Should I not stream at all? I don't know. Probably not the best idea. I'd probably just not get any work done. Um, we'll see. Anyway, so give me a second. I'm going to use the bathroom. I'm also going to, sort out this nosebleed situation. And when I come back, we'll swap over to calling a survival. So I will be right back. Hello, I'm back. Hello, I'm back. Hello, hello. I'm back. Alright, so like I said, we're swapping over. I'm done. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes it's just hard to think about things to do. Or like where to start, I think it is. This isn't really something you could sort of just look up, I guess a tutorial or something on how to sort of begin or how to sort of, you know, I'm gonna delete this. Yeah, don't save it. But you know, that's fair. Fair enough. Let me close out of Unity. I need to, like I said, I'll see if I could. That's the thing though. I'm spending some time trying to figure out the whole Unity stuff. Um, with you know, the what's it called? The VRM not working for whatever reason. Um, or not working like it's supposed to slash how it worked in that one video that I was watching. Um, it's a real tongue twister, or I don't know if that's the right word to use. But anyway, hold on. Let me delete this. Alright, let me launch the game. Continue where we left off, yes, should I? Which I kind of forgot where we left off. Whew. But yeah, let's just relax with some simple gaming. Don't have to worry about things like, you know, Elden Ring or figuring out what the fuck I'm gonna do with Blender.